Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Anime Theory, where I've got a hot new avatar to use for videos. No, seriously though, look at how great this looks. This fantastic piece of art was actually made by a fan of the show, by the name of Sick Puppy Lol, who decided to make it just for me. I'm honestly thrilled by any fan art, so hey, send it to me if you make any, send it to my Twitter, and I'll likely show it off in a video if you do. Now, back to the actual Anime Theory episode. This theory contains spoilers for the anime Gakkou Gurashi, or at least for the first episode. If you don't want to be spoiled, and trust me, you don't, go watch the full first episode and then come back here. It's just one episode, and the anime is fantastic, so it's worth your time. It's on Crunchyroll, so go check it out, but you've been warned. If you can't tell, yes, I really love this anime. It's literally my #1 favorite anime in total. I'm serious, Gakkou Gurashi is my favorite. I've never seen an anime that was able to surprise me this many times. One second it's just some happy, innocent, slice-of-life anime, then it pulls the rug out from under you to reveal that it was lying to you the whole time. No joke, this was the first anime to make me legitimately cry. Yes, seriously, those last several episodes especially had me literally bawling. To be fair, now I'm kind of a sob when it comes to anime, but before this I wasn't. That's just how good this anime is. Now, I've received a lot of requests to talk about this anime, which is good, because now I have a reason to make this episode. I thought about what I should theorize about for a while, and eventually I came up with an idea for the episode in the shower. No, seriously, I come up with all my best ideas in the shower. I swear, they must have some kind of magic in them or something. I decided, why not look at the main character, Yuki Takeya, as there's a lot of interesting stuff surrounding her. And no, I'm not just talking about how adorable she is. Heck, she's not even my favorite from the show. All you guys better keep your hands off Megune, cause she's mine. All joking aside, there's something I wanted to find out about this anime's main character. Is it possible for a situation like hers to exist? Well, I actually found a surprising answer, so let's dig right in. So first, let's bring everybody back up to speed. Gakkou Gurashi features a cast of adorable high school girls living in a high school club, literally entitled the School Living Club. Sounds all nice and dandy, well, until you realize that the school is surrounded by a crowd of zombies and the apocalypse has basically just happened. Now, despite this zombie apocalypse being a reality, the main character Yuki is, well, she's pretty much crazy. The world she sees is a completely normal, happy life, where the students she talks to are real, instead of a dog collar and a pile of blood. She sees a fictional reality through her eyes, which if you watch the first episode, you get a pretty good idea of. The school structure is still intact, her classmates are still alive, and in her mind, the apocalypse never happened. Now you may be wondering, is this situation even possible? Is there really any way of someone to hallucinate to this degree, and for the same reasons as Yuki? Well, I mean, if you saw the thumbnail, you probably already know the answer, so I'm not going to hide it away until the end of the episode. Yes, it is completely possible for her to exist, as I found a ton of evidence that leads to this possibility. Here's what I found. So, first off, there is a lot to cover regarding hallucinations, as it's surprisingly a complicated subject. If you want super huge specifics, I'd recommend to go research yourself. When it comes to hallucinations, there are usually around 2 varieties of them: simple and complex visual hallucinations. Simple visual hallucinations are less detailed, fuzzier, and really just less specific than the complex ones. This typically entails simple shapes and things that can vaguely resemble something else. These hallucinations are clearly not the one Yuki is experiencing. The one that fits her form is complex visual hallucinations. These can be much more detailed, looking as real as normal life. These kinds of hallucinations are so detailed that the one experiencing them can barely tell the difference oftentimes. This also applies to auditory hallucinations as well. Now, looking at Yuki's delusions, there's no doubt that it's in the complex category. She imagines full people talking with her, discussing things with her, and managed to perfectly recreate a completely normal school. We're not talking about simple shapes here, we're talking about an entire building. So yes, it's basically an example of complex visual and auditory hallucinations. Now, these kinds of hallucinations typically fall in line with a mental disorder called psychosis. When someone undergoes psychosis, they typically begin to lose touch with reality. This can be in both extreme and not so extreme ways. Now, to be completely fair, psychosis can be gained from a number of things, from schizophrenia to drugs. Ironically enough though, the way Yuki gained it isn't out of the realm of possibility. For a long time, hallucinations and psychosis were thought to only take place in someone with serious mental problems. Now, however, most scientists have discovered that this isn't always the case. In fact, one potential cause of psychosis is, ironically enough, extreme trauma. After going through witnessing the birth of the zombie apocalypse and some other stuff I won't spoil in this theory, Yuki eventually begins having these delusions. Isn't it just such a perfect coincidence that trauma caused these delusions for her? Yeah, probably not. This also explains why she's not always able to completely block everything out. People with these kinds of issues occasionally make their own reality checks. Basically, occasionally they realize that the delusions aren't real. Even past the research, trust me, I've discussed this with several of my real-life friends, and they say these things do happen. When stuff gets real and a zombie is near enough, her mind realizes what's going on and she goes back to reality, even if for a short time. So, in the end, Yuki's hallucinations aren't impossible. In fact, it's likely that she's gained psychosis and began to hallucinate vivid images of what the school is in her mind. These kinds of hallucinations, though not all that common, are fully possible. Many people have gone to lengths much farther than this, to some honestly scary levels that I don't even want to mention. It seems like a surprising amount of research went into the creation of her character, that they just got lucky, but I'd assume it's not the latter. So, what did we learn today? Well, two things. One, that Yuki's hallucinations are fully possible, and two, Megune's mine. In the end though, this is just my theory. Whether you agree or disagree with it, I hope I presented my points well, and I hope it was an enjoyable watch. If you have an anime or theory you'd like to suggest, put it in the comments below. Trust me, I'm reading all of them. It's just gonna take me a bit, because these episodes, they take a lot of time. Hey everybody, if you enjoyed this episode of Anime Theory, how about you give that video a like and comment, and hey, subscribe, because subscribing is a good idea if you like this kind of stuff, because you get to see it when it comes out, and that's pretty good. Hey, you want to check out my Twitter account? I mean, it's in the description, and I post stuff on there, and that's pretty cool. Don't know what else to say about it. Also, there's some videos that you can watch down there. It's probably going to be the Higurashi episode and the Death Note episode, if I would guess. And especially the Death Note episode, I think that one's like really good. But if you want a research one like this, the Higurashi one's pretty good. And as far as next time goes, well, Angel Beats. People have been requesting that a lot, so we're getting Angel Beats. I hope you're excited, because it's going to be interesting. And other than that, I don't got much else to say, so I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.